So this is more practice. We'll just select a couple here. F of g of x to make sure we've got that idea correct or straight in our brains. This says plug 22 into the g equation. And all this equation is asking us to do is change the sign. So g of negative 22 is equal to a negative something. Well, you just basically changing the sign. So negative 22 is what you got here. Now let's take that and we'll plug negative 22 in for the f equation. So that means we're going to take 1/2, we're going to multiply by negative 22, then we're going to subtract 3. And keep track of stuff here. Half of 22 is 11. So you've got a negative 11 minus 3. It's essentially an addition problem of two negative numbers. Negative 11 and a negative 3 give you a negative 14. This is new. This is g of negative 4. Well, that means we're going to ignore the outside first. We're going to take negative 4 and plug it into this equation. And this equation is simply asking us to change the sign. Okay, so we have a negative 4, which is equal to a positive 4. Now, what are we going to do with that positive 4? Well, according to this, we're going to plug that back into the g equation, which simply says then now we're just going to change it back to a negative again. So the result of this is equal to a negative 4. It was negative originally. We plugged it in originally to change it to positive, and then we plugged it in a second time to make it back to a negative. And finally, if we go back and do one of these things again here, if g of x equals 25, then we're saying y equals 25 with this equation. So 25 is equal to a negative x, therefore x must be a negative 25.